#1 born shopper. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Joan Rivers.
Yeah. Oh, what a difference. And welcome to Can We Shop, the show where your shopping dollars make sense and there's always fun and tips and gossip and celebrity excitement. Today we have got a woman whose household advice is trusted by millions of people. America's one-name wonder, Heloise. And in our At Your Service department, it's going to be very interesting. Dental home remedies. What happens when that cap falls out and there's nobody around because your dumb dentist is out somewhere playing golf? Plus, of course, great deals on some great products. So, Deborah Wilson, will you tell us what some of those are?
It would definitely be my pleasure because this product is very near and dear to your heart. It's from your own Joan Rivers Classics jewelry collection, the beautiful and elegant hand-cut clear Austrian crystal bee pin. Also, a great gift for kids of all ages, the Reppies in Concert. It's the hot new family video with 5 hip live-action cartoon characters that's getting out all the right messages while singing its way into America's heart. And from America's First Lady of the House, Heloise, autographed copies of her Answer All books, Heloise from A to Z, and Heloise, household hints for singles. And of course, lots more. So America, let's go shopping.
Okay, now, please welcome a woman who has come up with more solutions for household problems than Perry Mason and Sherlock Holmes combined. The internationally syndicated columnist I read you all the time. How to get that toothpaste out of your kid's hair, Heloise. Nice to have you on.
Good to be here.
And another book to add to my collection, Household Hints for Singles, along with Heloise A to Z. Why a book just for singles?
Well, there are about twice as many singles now as there were 20 years ago.
It's amazing.
It's amazing, the progression. And it turns out that it's not just kids going off to college. It's 40 or 50-year-old people who are suddenly divorced or widowed.
Yes, absolutely.
Or in their 60s and 70s, same thing. And they haven't lived by themselves for 30 years. And they don't know how to shop for one.
It's a problem. Or do things around the house that you never thought about doing before. Now how did you go around gathering this? Did you go up to people and say, you look lonely, you're single? Give me a hint.
Well,
how do you tie that shoelace by yourself?
You look like you need somebody to do your laundry. I bet you're single. Have I got a hint for you? No, what I did was I asked my readers. I put in my newspaper column, I'm writing a book on singles. What do you want to see in here? What are the hints you need? And they wrote in and said, here's what we want.
Okay, tell me some of the things they wanted.
Okay, this one is, if you'll hand me that sheet, that white sheet that's there.
Not that I'm not in the house too often. Which is the sheet?
All right, this is a test, Joan. Do you know how to fold a fitted sheet?
A fitted sheet is a bitch to fold. Yeah, it is. Am I right? And when you're one person, yes.
Yeah. Well, see, most bachelors just do this.
Yes.
It's easier to do that.
Yeah.
The real simple way is...
Now, this is for... so I can't help you, right? Because this is...
Well, if you can, if you want.
All right, so
okay, you put your little hands in the pockets. See the little pockets here? Yeah. And you play like you're playing puppet.
Right.
And you put this one over here. All right?
Okay.
See? And then you do the same thing at the bottom.
Right.
And then you put them all together, and you do a little tuck, and it folds neatly.
So it looks much better when you take it out.
If you care. Or you do like a lot of bachelors do. They have one set of sheets, and they take them off the bed, wash them, and put them back on the bed.
Yeah, and it's terrible.
I thought it was pretty smart, actually.
Okay, what else do they want to know?
And this one is a single sheet. This was a great...
So sad, it's a single sheet.
I know. This was a great one from a bachelor who said, oh, now here's how you only have to wash your sheets once a month. You buy single sheets. And you put the single sheet on the bottom, but the way you do it is, if you hold that in, all right, is you tie a little knot in the corner, all right, and then this tucks under the mattress, so it's like making a fitted sheet. All right, this is the bottom sheet now.
Now you've taken a top sheet, a flat sheet, and you've made a hole, a knot, and that makes
it tucks under the mattress. See?
That's right.
All right, so then when the next week he takes this off and takes the top sheet and makes it the bottom sheet. And then the third week, he turns them around. And the fourth week, he sleeps on the other side of the bed.
I dated him. It is just...
I mean, we printed this as a letter of laughter, all right? But if you do this, I don't want to know.
Give me other single tips, or tips in general.
Well, the other thing, particularly with singles, is having to do their own laundry. Laundry is a real bugaboo. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
All right? So there are the 4 S's of stains removal.
Okay,
if you want to get to it soon. You do not take the shirt off and throw it in the hamper and 2 weeks later try to get the stain out.
Right.
All right?
Stain should be done as fast
as quickly as possible. You want to work at the stain slowly. You can't just have magic things happen. It takes a while to get the stain out. It may take the process several times. All right? And you always want to use the safest cleaning agent first. So everybody knows about club soda.
Everybody knows. Does everybody out there know about club soda?
I mean, that's the standard.
Everything.
Yeah, that's the standard.
Chocolate gets everything off.
Exactly. Yeah. So you start with the safest first. You use club soda.
Right.
If that doesn't work, then you can go on to commercial spot remover or the commercial stain removers that they sell.
Right.
All right. The safest too is bar soap.
Right.
That you wash your hands with. We'll take out makeup.
Any kind of bar soap, like Ivory's the purest? Or
Probably the white. I don't think I'd use the deodorant.
Yeah,
I don't know.
All right.
All right. And when you're doing stain removal, you always want to put absorbent materials underneath.
Right.
All right. And then you work at the top from the outside in.
What's the worst stain to get out?
The worst stain is red and grape. Things like red soft drinks and kids' drinks. Soft drinks that are red and purple and red wine. Because it's the dye in it.
So what do you do for that? You just say at one point, that's it?
No. You do what one hostess did, is she watched them have dinner. All right, when somebody spills the wine on the table, you pick up the salt, you very graciously pour the salt over the wine stain, and it absorbs the wine. You finish your dinner. After dinner, she took the tablecloth off, figured she couldn't get the stain out, put it in the bathtub, added a bottle of red wine and water, and dyed the whole thing kind of burgundy.
Yeah. All right.
Works for me.
And then I would take that guess and kill them.
Yes.
All right, now tell me you have some beauty hints here.
These are low-cost household beauty hints. All right, mayonnaise, real mayonnaise, not diet, not salad dressing, because real mayonnaise is egg yolks and oil, is the best hair conditioner ever.
Yeah, I use this.
Yes, you put it on, you plastic wrap around your head, and put a towel on it so you don't look so silly.
Yeah,
and the heat makes it absorb in, and then you wash and rinse your hair very well.
But you smell like a BLT.
Well, I know.
You smell just, but I do that.
That works well. If you run out of cream rinse or conditioner in the shower, is that if you're really in a hurry, you can take fabric softener and add about a quarter cup to a glass of water and rinse your hair in it, and it works the same.
What about the other way around? What if you ran out of fabric softener? Can you put some conditioner into your clothes?
You probably could.
Yeah.
I would dilute it first. I'd put it in water, dilute it, and then pour it into the washer. It probably would. And then this in the shower for women, particularly to shave your legs,
is good.
Is that cream rinse is wonderful.
Cream rinse on your legs?
Yes. And the razor slides right over, and it works. And it's cheap. You go buy the biggest, cheapest bottle there is, and it'll last you forever.
And a lot cheaper than shaving products.
Yeah.
Now, I have a new dog, because I asked her, let's get to this, Veronica. And Veronica went to wee-wee camp, and she understands you wee-wee and you get a treat. She doesn't understand you have to wee-wee on the pad.
You're doing it wrong.
You know what I'm saying? What do we do to get the smell and the stain out?
First, hand me the bottle of vinegar. Okay.
This.
All right, what are the 4 S's of stain removal? Get to it soon. All right, you want to take a whole roll of paper towels, throw it down on the stain with shoes on, jump up and down on it, absorb as much of the liquid first, then go to your cleaning step.
All right.
Then you can take vinegar and water.
Vinegar and water.
And go over the area with a sponge, working from the outside in.
Always the outside in.
Outside in. All right, and then put the paper towels down, or a bath towel, stand on it. And then the final step is to take baking soda. Sprinkle it all over the area, let it sit 24 hours, and vacuum up, and that helps deodorize it so the dog won't go back to the same spot, which they have a tendency to do.
Yes, but this will stop them. Now, what else did you bring me for dogs here?
Okay, do you have to give your dog pills? Everyone knows how hard it is.
I do, but it's terrible.
Okay, all the tricks. Butter, peanut butter, cheese, and I use the disposable things that you get from the fast food restaurants. And you take a little bit, this is a little bit hard here, all right?
Take butter.
And what you do first is you give them a little treat of the butter first. And they're going, oh, that's good.
And then
you hide the pill in it. Right? And they're like, and then you give her another one, and they just swallow it right down. Now, I have to alternate peanut butter and butter because my dog, the miniature schnauzer, is getting caught on to the butter. So we do peanut butter, or for bigger dogs, you simply
in a piece of cheese.
Wrap it up in a piece of cheese, you know, like a big German Shepherd.
Right.
And they don't even they don't even chew. Have you ever seen them just go?
Yeah, I have a German Shepherd in California. Yeah. Now let me ask you, I was going through the books. I love your books. They're great bathroom reading. Do you know what I'm saying? You sit and you
Do I take this as a compliment?
Oh yes.
Oh, okay.
No. Because you relieve yourself and you learn. I mean, it's terrific. I was reading today. I had lost a button on my sweater. And for example, I picked up, I don't know if it was A to Z or it was Household Hints for Singles. Do you know if you want to keep buttons on? I mean,
this is a great hint. It's to use dental floss. Everybody has dental floss. It is very hardy. It's very sturdy, particularly in the wintertime for heavy buttons that are on coats that get a lot of wear and tear, or your blue jeans. Say if you put on a few pounds and you know you get them buttoned, but the button kind of has a lot of pressure, you use dental floss and it'll stay on forever.
One last thing, and then we're going to go to Deborah to find out how to get the books. It's winter, and in New York we've been having tremendous snowstorms, and you get that white gook on your shoes. You know, it's a half salt, half mush.
Yes.
How do you get that off?
All right, except for 100% suede on man-made and certain leathers. Now, if they're dyed leathers like bright purple, you have to be careful. But you can use vinegar because the vinegar will help remove salt.
Vinegar again.
Vinegar, and put it on a paper towel or a sponge and wipe it off. All right, then let it dry, and then you may have to recondition with a little petroleum jelly or something or other, but the vinegar will help remove the salt.
What about suede? Just
suede, I've done it on my suede shoes, but again, I mean, the boots, you have to be careful because some of the dye may come off, but it's going to come off with water anyway. So if they're dyed, you know, purple or my favorite color, or red.
Okay, I thank you so much. And Deborah, will you tell us how we can get these fabulous, helpful books?
Okay, Joan, you know that being a single person myself, if I bought this book and saved the money with all these hints, I could pretty much save up and buy myself a boyfriend, couldn't I? But for the rest of you, if you'd like to order the set of 2 personally autographed Heloise Household Hints books, Heloise from A to Z and Heloise Household Hints for Singles, it's item number G115 and priced at $15.98. And here's how easy it is to order.
I love Can We Shop. Ordering is so easy. All you need is your credit card, the item number, and you just call the number on the bottom of your screen. I love it. Love you, Joan.
I love you back. And now that we've got the perfect home, how about having a perfect child? We're going to show you how. Stay with us. The New York Times recently reported that crime by children has gone up 700% since the 1960s. You pick up New York Magazine, you pick up Newsweek last week called Growing Up Scared. It's horrendous what's going on there. Part of this is a tribute to violence on TV and violence in the movies. What can we do to help our children become the best they can be? We've got to do something. With us today is the editor-in-chief of American Baby Magazine with some sound advice for all of us. Please welcome Judy Nolte. How nice to know you.
Thank you,
And I have to ask you, related to Nick Nolte?
Our fathers are actually first cousins.
Okay, great.
Although we've never met.
You've never met?
No.
Well, say hi, cuz he watches this all the time.
He does.
Oh. He gets up in the morning and shops till he drops. Now,
that's good to know.
That's good to know. Now, tell me what is going wrong that everywhere you look, children are out of control?
I wish I had the answers, Joan. I don't think I have all of them, but I do know the most important thing is you start teaching values to kids when they're very young. And you do it whether you know you're doing it or not.
How young is young?
Well, young is when they're first born. I mean, you communicate to your baby a sense of trust, that they can trust what you're doing, and they should then grow up with a sense of trust. Everything you do sends a message to your kids. The schools you send them to, the house you live in, the friends you have, the way you treat other people. You can preach to them about honesty, but if you're sitting in your car with a radar detector talking to your kid about how he should be honest, obviously there's a mixed message there. Right. So it starts very young, and it starts with just about everything you do.
Give me some very little basics. Give me some things what not to do. For example,
first of all,
the radar thing, a good idea.
Is a very good example. Parents should not assume that they can wait until their child is a certain age before they start talking about values. Right. They should know that kids start absorbing things when they are extremely young. You can do it in a formal way by sort of sitting them down and preaching to them, or you do it by example, by setting a role model. That's how kids really learn about values. They look at what you do, what you think is important. And of course, if you don't have a good role model in yourself or in your home, kids will go someplace else.
Now, what happens? So many of the homes, we just got through with Heloise, singles.
Yes,
Everybody's
yes.
single.
It's a huge growing number of single
Yeah.
parents. About 25% of families today are headed by single mothers.
So there is no role model as a father.
No, there isn't.
To
Well,
get a value.
a lot of kids turn to a sports figure, a sports hero, a teacher that they respect, or a mentor of some sort, or an author that they love, or someone that they can look to, even a television character. Parents can use television characters or video characters or anything to give the child a positive sense of himself.
Give me some specifics at a certain age.
Well, one of the things you can do is sort of sit down every day with your child and have a little chat, a little sort of a fireside chat. Talk about the things that are important to your child. Let them relate to you, so you're giving them a sense of what's important. You can talk to them about honesty and things that you think are important, good character traits, but then you have to exhibit them. You can set limits for them. It's very important to make sure that they know what the rules in the house are and that you live by them. Show them that you value them, that you are trying to enhance their self-esteem. Little things like putting their pictures up on the refrigerator. That shows that you appreciate what they have done. Let them know that you care about them, but also set very strict rules for them. If they have to be in by 10 o'clock, you got to be there to make sure that they're coming home at 10 o'clock that night.
What happens, or when do you know when you can't do this anymore, when your child needs outside help?
Well, I think if your child starts exhibiting really a behavior that you don't approve of, and somehow he or you have gone astray from each other, I think you can tell if you're attuned to your child. But the real problem is that the kids won't have problems, basically, if you're paying attention to them and if they know that you care about them, and if you're setting limits and they know what the limits are and they're living by them.
Is there any age when you say it's too old? I remember the Catholic Church said, give me a child till it's the age of 6, I will give you a Catholic for the rest of its life. Well, which means the younger they are.
That's right. They say the first 5 years, everything is basically formed. Your character is formed, some of your basic values and interests are formed, your intelligence level. Not to say that you can't grow beyond age 5 or 6, but some of those basic elements are started in those early ages. But you have to remember that kids will learn values whether you teach them or not. They're picking them up every day by what you do and what you say. And just to go back for a second about the Newsweek article and what's happening in this world, you have to sort of try to look at the positive side of things. You know, not everything out in this world is inimical to kids. There's not a stranger lurking around every corner. It may seem that way, especially in this city that we live in, but I think it's important to remember that there are good things out there and to try to stress the positive things for your kids.
Thank you very much. Very interesting. Thank you. Now, do you need a fun way to get these great messages across to your kids? Ha, ha, ha. Well, take a look at this clip, and when we come back, we're going to meet the most positive, or one of the most positive, children's entertainment groups that have come along in years.
What would I do if I ran the world? I'd try and learn everybody's name. And I'd show them that when you get right down to it, inside we are all the same.
Okay, as a parent or grandparent or just a friend to a child, it's sometimes hard to figure out what to give that child that's going to be fun for them and yet will send out a positive message at the same time. Well, we just are going to make it a little easy for you now, because with us today are the newest live action characters on the music scene. They're hip, they're hot, they're happening for the whole family. They're not the Jacksons. I'll tell you what they are the Reppies. And here to introduce them is Reppy Den Mother Angie Humphrey Davis. And nice to have you on.
Thank you. I feel like I need to salute when we say Reppy Den Mother.
And we worked together years ago.
Yes, I won't say how many, but we were both 14 or 15, I think,
you worked
when
with
we
David
did it.
Brenner in
That's
Louisville.
Right, in Louisville, Kentucky.
And then you went on to do, and you were a wonderful singer then.
Well, I was. I hope I get to do it every now and then.
All right. And how did you get from there to the Reppies?
This was really a gift to me. Pat and Steve McGonigal, who have found these characters and brought them to life, found me and asked me to be the den mother for the Reppies because they know I love kids and I have a real heart for getting the trash off the air and giving them a good alternative, a solution, instead of being part of the problem.
Now, what do you mean they found the Reppies? Who are the Reppies?
The Reppies are reptiles, mammals, and they were created by an artist named Wendy Harrison Severin, and she was an animator who did things like the Care Bears and Johnny Quest, so she's got a great
track record.
Yeah, a great track record, and she's really into that gentle, character. So she started doodling one day and came up with one of the Reppies and then several more and made a coloring book. And it was very successful. And Pat McGonigal and Stephen McGonigal met her at a trade show and said, you know, let's make these things live-action characters and make them a show. Right. Because it's all about saving the earth and taking care of yourself and being kind to your neighbor. Nice things.
Now, the Reppies never speak. Right?
Well, they sing.
They only sing.
They sing, they sing.
And we're going to watch a little clip from them, okay? Can we see a little clip? And this is from the Reppies, and this is from the tape.
From the video, yeah, the hugs and kisses too.
Somebody threw trash on the ground, but I thought, this is my space too, and it's no dump. You know, you don't have to go out of your way to find trash, but when you do, you can do something about it. Pick it up and put it in its place. Come on, you can help us out. So join the club.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, the pickup club.
Look, there's a candy wrapper.
Very cute. Did you? Now, these are not out on the market yet, or they're...
No, you can order them. Now, they've been touring and doing some live shows and other things, but you can get these, thanks to you, we're going to be on national TV and
and we have both the cassette and the...
Right.
And tell me, has it been... How do you know that this is going to work for a child? I mean, like, when we do an adult show, we show it to focus groups and people give us their input, so you really know...
We did the same
like
thing.
The chair, we don't like the chair.
We did the same thing. We had focus groups with children. Right. PTAs were asked to view this tape with children, teachers, school psychologists, and then they gave us the feedback. And we also have on board a school psychologist who helped us develop the script, get the ideas. And what was interesting is that the way the kids reacted to it, we got letters from grandparents and moms and dads, but also from kids that wanted to rewind that tape. And that's how you know it's good. You know, kids love to hear the same story again, same song again. They're meeting old friends. You know, when you're reading stories to your child, they read that same story, Mom. Well, the Reppies have that impact on people. The kids just come alive. The younger kids respond to the characters. They see the visual things, and the older kids really get into the music because it's hip, it's now, but the words are simple, the lyrics are easy to follow.
What age when you say older kids?
Well, we're talking about
38?
kids that are, yeah, 30, well, actually, I like the Reppies real well myself, and I'm not 38, but kids about 2 to 10, and even really junior high kids get into the movement. The kids want to get up and dance. In fact, you'll be singing the Reppie song probably the rest of the day.
Well, now we have some Reppies here with us.
The real thing.
The real thing. So we're going to have them come in, if they could, and some kids and do a little number for us.
We are going to do that.
All right, we're going to have this is the first time on television?
It's the Reppie Rap. First time live on TV.
First time live on TV, the Reppie Rap. So let's get to that right away. All right.
Attention and ignore the rest. Girls will be girls is what I say. I like to comb my hair upside down every day. We are the Reppies. This is the Reppie Rap. It took us millions of years before we were through the nap. So to the music and let your fingers snap. 'Cause we are the Reppies. This is the Reppie Rap. My name is Baby Bumba. My sister's name is Tess. I'm always getting into things and making a big mess. I've got a jolly jumper. I don't like to wear clothes. I crawl around in diapers, yeah. Don't you know? We are the Reppies. This is the Reppie Rap. It took us millions of years before we woke from a nap. So to the music and let your fingers snap. 'Cause we are the Reppies. This is the Reppie Rap.
My name is Raz. They call me Razzmatazz. I've got magic powers and all of that jazz. I really want to be a rock and roll star. So listen to me while I razzmatazz my guitar.
My name's Durango. I've got big dancing feet. I'm lovable and clumsy. All thumbs, yeah, that's me. I try to be helpful and keep the world green. So come on now, lend a hand. Help the world stay clean.
This is the Reppie Rap. It took us millions of years before we were through the nap. So
like to feel the groove wherever I may go. I eat ferns and flowers, the cave is my home. So listen while I play my saxophone.
Congratulations, all of you. Well, let me ask you, did you like it?
I thought it was great.
You thought it was great. Did you like it? Yeah. Okay, and let's get a man in this. Did you like it?
I like it.
Okay. Well, then, Deborah, we got 3 likes. Tell us how we can get this.
Man, and besides, who wouldn't like Bumba? Where's Bumba? Can I see Bumba?
Come on, Bumba.
Where's Bumba? Oh, I want a hug too.
Come on, we want a hug over there. And then we'll find out how to get this. All right.
You're right. And you know what? This is wonderful all for children as well as adults. So if you'd like to order the Reppies in Concert video, which comes with a free bonus Reppies in Concert music tape, it's item number N104 and priced at only $14.95. And it's definitely a great buy. Remember, it's a snap to order any Can We Shop product. Just phone the 800 number on the bottom of your screen. Tell the operator if you'll be paying by personal check, money order, or credit card, and just give the item number. Delivery should be about 2 weeks from the time you place your order. Back to you, Joan.
Okay, and did you think you have to drag out that 300-pound dictionary every time you need to look up a word? Is that what you kids think? Wrong. Look what I'm asking. Well, maybe. Well, you kids won't have to carry dictionaries around anymore, and you'll see why in a second, so stay tuned.
On the next Can We Shop starring Joan Rivers, let's rock and roll with Chinese cuisine expert Joyce Chen.
These are moron chopsticks. Yeah, sure, chopsticks. Okay.
Plus, find out what it takes to put the fire back into your relationship.
We are as unique sexually as we are in every other way, and there's no way our partner can know about us without some information.
And check out your actor service tip for the day and learn how to kiss with confidence.
Right? This is great. You don't know how excited I am. I do crossword puzzles without a stop. And years ago, somebody gave me, because a little tiny one from Franklin. I never thought, today would be the day. It used to be that no home was complete without a huge dictionary. And I still think you should have them because they make a great prop in a library. But today we're going to show you a complete dictionary that weighs less than a pound, which is great when you're in bed and want to look something else. And it fits into the palm of your hand. Ladies and gentlemen, please meet Greg Winsky of the Franklin Electronic Publishers. And nice to have you on.
Thanks.
It's so nice to put a machine with a face.
Well, we're trying to make props out of all those big dictionaries.
Yeah.
We'd really like to do that.
I mean, there's nothing like a big dictionary. I'm not saying don't, because that should be in every house, just the feel of it. But these are so much more practical. Now, what is an electronic publisher? I love the term.
Well, the term is pretty current because, you know, Al Gore's superhighway is really electronic publishing. So online services are electronic publishing, CD-ROMs are electronic publishing. But we're the only company that can really put that electronic publishing in your pocket.
Now, is there a Mr. Franklin?
Yeah, Ben was around a long time ago.
Yeah, but was that who this was named after?
Yes, it was, in fact. A great inventor and an American inventor at that.
Okay, now they're idiot-proof. Again, the reason I'm on the show, I've said it a million times, is because I am an idiot when it comes to everything. So they know whatever they put me with, if I could do it, you could do it. And I do this all the time. Show us, for example, this is what? Now, this is a language master, which means it's a dictionary.
Yes, it's a full dictionary. It has 110,000 words in it.
It's a thesaurus. For those who don't know what the thesaurus is, that's the book you look up synonyms. So if you want another word for water, you look up water and it'll give you 6 other words. Let's look up water.
Like liquid, for example.
Okay. So, and it also tells us it will be a dictionary, be a thesaurus. It will be, what is this? Class means...
Well, classmates, it'll give you something that a regular dictionary can't give you, Joan. If you put in lion, you'd get jackal and lynx and all the other animals that are close to a lion.
Okay. And then there are lots of other things which I won't go into because it goes right across. All right. So first you turn. It's so easy. All right, turn it on. Okay.
Why don't you spell a word wrong to start with?
Because well, that's very easy. How do you spell Joan? Okay. Let's spell television.
Okay.
Okay. Don't help me. T-E-L-E-V-I-S-E-O-N. Am I right? Okay, now we do enter.
Just hit enter.
Just hit enter, and I hit dictionary.
Just hit enter first. Let's see what comes back.
I did enter, okay. Okay, and it says right up there, television, and then it gives me other words, televised, televised, and televising.
Yep.
Okay.
And if you want to find the definition for television now, we can just hit...
Well, I want to see if I spelled it right.
Now we've got the right spelling, right,
so
with
that
the
tells
I.
me already, if I haven't done it, it's spelled right. Okay, so now I want to get other words. I hit...
Just hit enter again.
I hit enter again, and thesaurus.
No, you'll be fine. You get the definition.
I'll get the definition right there. Look at that. Okay. Transmission and reproduction of images by a...
Device.
Device. Look at... Okay, now I want to get other words for that. So I just hit enter again.
No, you can hit thesaurus if there are any other words for television. And there are.
Okay. And, oh, look at this. You know how many other words there are for television? There's a medium of communication involving the... No.
Let's go down a little bit.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Boob tube. Tube and TV. It's wonderful.
You fooled me. I never thought we'd get boob tube on that one.
Boob tube. So this itself takes the place of a dictionary. It's a speller, right? And it does everything.
Yeah,
what else have you come up? You have one for children.
Well, the great thing about the spelling part of it is that kids always say that I can't look this word up because I don't know how to spell it.
Yeah, I say that still.
And
it's a little spelling tutor, just for children, for adults, and children.
Well, anybody can use it, but it's really made for children because if we do this, let's put in giraffe and spell it with...
Dan Quayle, you know, if they had potato in this, he would be president today. You're aware of that. This would have saved that poor guy's life. Okay, put in something.
Let me put in giraffe and spell it with a J instead of... Well, I don't think so, but let's try it. Okay, there's giraffe spelled with a J, of all things. So a kid who thinks the word giraffe is spelled with a G and goes to the J's is never going to find it. But there it is right away.
It came right up on giraffe. Okay, now what is this? You're giving this away?
To you, Joan, yeah.
All right, so you're selling all three of these?
Yes,
One
we
is
are.
the full dictionary.
Full dictionary and thesaurus.
Which I think is great. One is for a child, and that's just a speller, which is, again, or for an adult.
Well, not just a speller. It does a lot of other things. It plays games with all the words. And in fact,
play a game with giraffe.
Well, okay, let's just play a game. I've put some words in already, and I can play hangman, I can play flashcards, I can play jumble, all sorts of words. And the neat thing is the kids can put in their spelling list for the week. And by playing the games over and over again with a spelling list, learning becomes more fun.
How old a child?
Oh, anywhere from 6 on up to 11 or so.
Can work on that. Or to an adult. I mean, because I can't spell.
Absolutely.
How many words are in there?
In this model are about 50,000 words.
It's enough for me.
In here, you've got 83,000 words.
This is the one I use for my for Christmas. My assistant Robin gave me one of these. So
was it a crossword puzzle?
Yeah, the crossword puzzle.
With that, you can, and with this one also, you can put in blanks. So if you have ST blank blank K in your crossword puzzle, and you don't know where to go from there, you can get all the words that fit that pattern.
Now, why is this so small and this is larger? You know, we have 3 sizes here, but we have the big size and then we have the little baby size.
Well, this is really made to carry around with you in your pocket. And this is made to put on your desk, more likely. For example, we have policemen who carry these around in their pockets because as they write out their police reports, they get to spell their words properly.
Also, if a bullet hits it, it bounces off. It's like the Bible in the old days, remember? The sheriff? Oh. Well, I think these are just great. All I can say is I use them, and I think they're wonderful. And Deborah, tell us how other people can find them.
And you know, Joan, this product is wonderful for people who can't spell. I think it is G-R-A-Y-T-E, great. So, if you'd like to order the Franklin Wordmaster Pocket Thesaurus, it's item number N105 and priced at $29.96. For the Franklin Language Master, it's item number N117 and priced at $99.94. And for the Franklin Spelling Tutor, it's item number N118, and the price is only $29.95. And don't forget the Reppies in Concert video, which comes with a free bonus Reppies in Concert music tape. That's item number N104 and priced at only $14.95. And for the set of 2 autographed Heloise Household Hints books, Heloise from A to Z, and Heloise Household Hints for Singles, that's item number G115 and priced at only $15.98. And here's how easy it is to order.
Can we shop? It's so easy. All you need is a credit card, an item number, and call the number on your screen, and then we can talk.
And great is spelled G-R-A-T-E, in case you wanted to know. Only kidding. When we come back, we'll have some G-R-E-A-T tips for your teeth from none other than the dentist to the stars. Yes, we have on now, coming up, a dentist to the stars. So stay right here. Going to the dentist is never fun unless, of course, you're having an affair with him. But otherwise, forget it. But there are lots of things that we can do in between our visits to keep our smiles bright and our teeth healthy and our visits further apart. Here, for our At Your Service department, is the lovable dentist of the stars, Dr. Larry Ashkenazi. Nice to have you on.
Thank you, Joe.
And I always ask, if they say you're dentist of the stars, I want to know which stars.
You know, all stars want you to think they're born with beautiful teeth.
Yes.
So when I'm ready to retire, I can tell you their actual names.
Can you give me a hint?
I can give you a hint. So, some of the stars have been on dramatic movies with dangerous fight scenes.
Who's had bad breath?
Bad breath. The ones that come on your show, and when you ask them the questions, they go, you go like this, as they're saying, and you could hardly hear them.
How does someone prevent bad breath? And don't tell me, well, you have to... I mean, how do they do it daily?
Okay. One tip that most people really don't think about is you need to brush your tongue, because your tongue is the place that the food that causes bad breath traps food particles and things that remain. So if you take your toothbrush after you brush your teeth and you brush the back of your tongue, that is one real simple technique.
The back or the top?
You want to brush the top.
The top.
You know, the part you stick out. That's the part.
Okay. I do that.
You do?
Yeah.
So then you knew that.
Well, it hasn't helped. What else? Okay, let me ask you, but the stars that come to you, do you ever give them caps?
Yes.
What happens when a cap drops out? And you don't want to go to... Somebody told me crazy glue, but I think that's insane.
No, I'm glad you pointed that out, because crazy glue has an acid in the chemical. And if you use the crazy glue, A, you'll never get the cap off, and B, the acid in the crazy glue can kill the tooth. So
don't ever use crazy glue.
Don't use crazy glue. That's the no.
Okay. And that's not a joke.
No, real seriously. The thing to do is take a little bacitracin or an antibiotic ointment and mix it into something in the drugstore like a denture adhesive. Just mix it with the back of a butter knife.
Right.
And then take a little bit of that and put it inside your crown. Push the crown back on your tooth and hold it there for about 60 seconds. And that'll hold it for a day or two or until you can get to see your dentist.
Okay, because we should always go when anything like that happens. What about braces? I remember when Melissa had braces. Oh, I mean, everything goes wrong. First of all, how do you keep a kid's braces clean, really clean?
Brush, floss, and use these water irrigating devices. The problem with children is they're really not taught these preventive measures. But if you train them with this as a habit, this is a routine, and you make it fun. I use this technique called tell, show, do. Tell them what you're going to do before you do it, then show them on your finger or something, and then do it, and kind of make it a game. And most children respond really well to that.
Okay. What about gum disease? Everyone's talking about gum disease. You know, like every generation there's something else to worry about. I never had gum disease growing up. Suddenly, all my friends, oh, my gums, my dentist said my gums. What suddenly is gum disease, and why is everyone suddenly finding out about it? Another way for you to make money?
I was just going to say.
You dentist.
So they ran out of cavities, and they developed gum disease. No, but seriously, believe it or not, about 90% of the population over the age of 25 has...
Don't look at me.
I'm not. Because you're 21.
God love you.
So you don't have this problem.
Yeah,
but once you hit the age of 25, you start having this mild form of gum disease, and you really can tell if you have it just when you're brushing your teeth. Look on the toothbrush. Is there any blood on the toothbrush? Right. When you spit, I'm sorry to use such vulgar terminology, but look in the sink. Do you see a little blood in the saliva? If you do, that's a sure tell sign of gum disease.
So what do you do?
Brush, floss, irrigate, and then I'm going to give you a home remedy. Just take some baking soda, peroxide, and water.
Was it baking soda, peroxide like we would use on our hair, our stashes?
Absolutely.
All right. It's, well, I have a friend who's dark. And...
It's like my last date. No.
Yeah, go
mix it in about a 10 to 10 ratio, meaning...
Which is a 10 to 1?
10 parts baking soda to 1 part peroxide to 10 parts water. And mix it in a jar with a cover and shake it up before you use it. And this way you only have to make it once every 2 weeks. Right. Then take your toothbrush, dip it in there, or spill some of it in your irrigating, that water irrigating device that some people use. And brush your teeth with it. Brush in the morning when you wake up. Brush at night, before you go to sleep. Brush after every meal.
Okay. How many times do we brush?
At least 3 times a day.
At least 3 times. Can you overbrush?
Never, never. But you can misbrush, meaning you should use a toothbrush that has very soft bristles, because the hard bristles can wear away your tooth structure and cause recession.
I use hard bristles. So
no, soft. Switch to soft. And you know what else? It's going to be very hard to find this, but natural bristles work very nicely. But if you can find natural bristles, then use soft, because they don't wear away your tooth structure. They don't cause recession of the gum as much.
Doctor, you're okay.
Oh,
will you come back?
I'd love to.
Okay, I want to find out a lot more from you. All right. I don't mean today.
Okay.
I mean, you'll come back. But meanwhile, coming up, we have some wonderful, what can I tell you, Joan Rivers jewelry. So stay tuned. Pretty. All right. And now, my favorite subject, jewelry. The one thing that you never can have too much of. With me, as usual, is our favorite darling lady, Michelle Morales. And you have brought, yes, thank you. 3 people are happy.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
hello,
you are
Joan.
wearing,
I am wearing a beautiful piece of jewelry, a piece that is very, very has a lot of sentimental value to you, I know.
Yes.
And it's a very special piece of jewelry on its own, and that is the crystal bumblebee.
Right, it's an Austrian crystal bumblebee.
Right, it has over 35 hand-cut, hand-set Austrian crystals in there.
And let me tell you why this is very special to me, because this is the first thing on my jewelry line that I ever sold. And we copied it from the original, which is the original my husband Edgar bought me when Melissa was born, my daughter. That's the original. And when we went to make my jewelry line, I said, let's do a bumblebee, because the bee represents the impossible.
It certainly does.
It cannot fly. It's too heavy to fly. And yet, this little bugger just gets right up there, right? And so I did a bee, which I just think, let me get the original, that looks exactly like the original. It's beautifully done with the green crystal eyes.
It's got the emerald, faux emerald eyes, and as I said, over 35 hand-set crystals in the body of the bee and in the wings, and it's textured gold setting, as you can see. It's about 1 inch long and about 1.5 inches, excuse me, 1.25 inches wingspan.
And you can wear it with...
You can wear one alone, as you have on your sweater, which is substantial enough. Or if you want to create a multiple look, you can wear 2, 3. You can have them flying off your shoulder if you like.
And what I do sometimes, because jewelry should be fun. Jewelry should not... Now I've got them so confused. When I die, I said to Melissa, get a guy in with a loop, because I can't tell the difference.
I can't either. I'm sitting here right next to you, and they're exactly alike.
But what I do sometimes, I put it on today because I'm conservative. But sometimes, which I love to do, I love to put like a bee in a place you don't expect it.
Exactly.
Like on your shoulder looks great, right? Or maybe sometimes if you're wearing a jacket.
On the cuff.
Because what makes fashion fun is the unusual. And so just by doing that and sticking it on a cuff, it looks so good.
And all you need is one beautiful, exquisite piece like this. I mean, imagine this on a solid black evening dress. That's all you need.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can wear it during the day. You can wear it into the evening. You can wear it forever.
And I find... again, Melissa is, as I said, is the word for Greek.
Yes.
Is the word for honey in Greek. But I find I give these to a lot of people because of the message. The message is that it's strength. You can go on, you can overcome.
Exactly.
You can get out of...
Achieve the impossible, endurance, and you are the epitome of that, Joan.
Yeah, right. But again, for the value, all my jewelry, and I sound like I'm talking about my own jewelry, but I love my jewelry because it's like my other children. All my jewelry, for the price you get it for, you can't beat it. And each one, they tell me now, which we started doing, we have the little Joan Rivers.
Your name is engraved in each piece.
Yeah, little Joan Rivers.
It says
mark.
Joan Rivers in there, and this is very important because these will eventually become collectibles, okay? I mean, we go to flea markets these days and we see jewelry that...
Do you know they're doing a book on my jewelry?
Yes, I understand you're going to be doing a jewelry book, which is fantastic.
Abbeville Press came to us, and so we'd like to do
which is wonderful.
Book on the jewelry.
And I know that this isn't the end of the Bumblebee collection here.
No.
We're going to have more coming up as the year progresses.
You have the bracelet.
I have the bracelet, which has your signature Bumblebee on it.
Yeah, but because everything I do, I have Bumblebee earrings.
Exactly.
So it goes right through all my collection.
Exactly.
But again, it's a fabulous piece. It looks real.
They're beautiful.
And
absolutely
you can wear it
beautiful.
on a casual outfit. You can wear it dressy. And I love things that mean something. Do you know what I'm saying? This means I can do it, I can get through. Yep. I put this on a lousy day and I say to myself, it's all right, the bee can fly and it shouldn't. Then I can get out of this mess too.
That's very special, very special.
Deborah, will you tell us how to get the Bumblebee pin that was named after my daughter, Melissa?
Gladly, Joan. And did you know that the Jewish meaning for Deborah, unfortunately spelled D-E-B-O-R-A-H, is actually bee? Very, 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 very true.
And I can guarantee... I'm going to have to give you a B now. This girl knows how to get jewelry out of it.
Don't I, though? And I guarantee if you order this pin and wear it, it'll definitely cause a buzz. So if you'd like to order the beautiful hand-cut clear Austrian crystal bee pin, it's item number S115, and the price is only $34.50. And if you'd like the Franklin Wordmaster Pocket Thesaurus, that's item number N105, and the price is only $29.96. For the Franklin Language Master, it's item number N117, and it's priced at $99.94. And for the Franklin Spelling Tutor, it's item number N118, and the price is only $29.95. And don't forget the Reppies in Concert video with the bonus Reppies in Concert music tape. That's item number N104, and it's priced at only $14.95. And for the set of 2 autographed Heloise Household Hints books, Heloise from A to Z and Heloise Household Hints for Singles. That's item number G115 and priced at $15.98. And remember, if for any reason whatsoever you're not completely satisfied with your purchase, which we're sure you will be, just simply return the merchandise within 30 days of the day you receive it, and we will immediately refund your money or cancel the charge to your credit card account. No questions asked. Back to you, Joan.
Thank you, buddy. I'm sitting here. I'm so worried we'd get the wrong bee back. They look so similar. But Melissa will get, you know, a custom piece, and some lucky person will get the real. There it is. Thank you. I thank you very much. Nice to be here.
Thank you, Joan.
And thank you all. Thank you, Deborah, my darling. Thank you. You're going to bring some more pretty things next week.
Very
and
soon.
thank you for joining me here today. I hope we can have another great Can We Shop day tomorrow. We just walk around. And we're like a walking, talking visit to the mall. But you can stay home. See you tomorrow.
This is the plaintiff, Ralph Kaplan, an attorney and budding stand-up comic. He claims that the defendant's bartender not only kept interrupting his act while he was on stage, causing him a great deal of embarrassment, but he and the bouncer physically attacked him, resulting in his falling over a chair in the audience. He's suing for $1,500 for punitive damages. This is the defendant, Paul Hennessy, owner of Hennessy's Tavern, and Scott, the bartender. He says, quote, the only assault that occurred that night was an assault to the audience by the plaintiff's no-talent comic routine, unquote, and, quote, the only thing hurt was the man's pride, unquote. He's accused of clobbering a comic. What you are witnessing is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in a California municipal court. Both parties have agreed to dismiss their court cases and have their dispute settled here in our forum, the People's Court.
Hello, I'm Doug Llewellyn, and welcome to the People's Court. This is the case of who's got the last laugh now. According to the plaintiff, the defendant wouldn't even let him finish his Rocky routine before coming after him. The defendant, however, says there were no threats or bodily harm done to the plaintiff, whom he hesitates to call a comic, since he was so bad the audience was